Hey, YouTube, and welcome back. It's been about 3 weeks. We've put this all on hold for all the holidays and all the stuff going on. We figure everybody's at families' places, they're traveling, they're busy doing other things. Turns out there's a lot of people that are still watching shows, but I don't know if we could have made one happen through Christmas. We were on both
Right.
eves, right? Christmas
Yeah.
Eve and New Year's Eve were like, let's just cut those out of the schedule, push it into 26, and let's get back for that. So,
Yeah. Here we are.
yeah, it's fun to be back in here, though. We do like this. I mean, we have a good time with it, and have missed it a little bit. At the same time, it's kind of nice to get that break, get everything
Yeah.
off your brain. We had
was a
15
good-
minutes of lame going on. That was a
Good time.
nightmare.
Yeah,
Well-
good time for a break this year for sure. It was.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to say
I don't-
well deserved, but definitely
Right.
wanted.
You know how your cell phone tells you how many hours per week you're on your phone? John's is like 6 less hours than previous weeks because of the
Right.
15 minutes of late. But it's so funny.
Oh, dude, it was wild. And a shout out to Lace. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, congrats,
Deserved.
Lace.
She did.
Well deserved, yes.
Yeah, she did an awesome job, and we can never have anything but nice to say about Lace. So I think that was well deserved. I think we ran a pretty good race. We put out some kind of comical stuff. Hopefully people found it comical. And we had great support too, right? A lot of messages from the side. People just saying, hey, put my vote in for you today. That's family, that's friends, there's people in the community. So it was fun. I mean, it was truly a blast and experience.
was.
If you get the opportunity to run, if someone nominates you and you are in that competition, put in the effort. Just at least
Yeah.
give it a whirl. Give it what it's worth. You're truly going to come out with more than you win in. So,
And my advice would be start early, make content ahead of time. Don't wait until the end.
right,
Yeah,
have
I
a
don't-
plan because holy crap, it's a lot of
It's
work.
pretty
man.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a lot.
insane amount of
Especially,
work.
especially if you get sick. I think you guys were sick like right before
Yeah.
it started. I was sick through almost the entire thing. Twice I
Yeah.
got sick.
No, I got COVID during it, like the second
It was
week.
during. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was rough.
So, needless to say, much appreciated to the anonymous person that put us up, nominated us for that. We did our best. Whoever that was, sorry to let you down. We did not win. We did pretty good in the voting. I think some of the judges even reached out afterwards and said, hey, you guys did awesome. Nice job on the work, but we had to go a different route. Understood. Completely get it. No hard feelings at all. It was a blast. And all the different competitors out there, thank you for participating when we reached out. You sent your stuff right back to us so we could get our reels and stuff out.
Yeah.
Everybody was awesome, so had a blast with it.
For sure.
All that being said, we are changing some things up in 26. We're going to do a lot of the same. We're still going to have hot seats. We're still going to have great guests. We're still going to do all of the things we were doing, giving away the trivia at the end of the show for the Forge coin. But we're going to shorten up these lead-ins, right? So instead of bringing everybody up from the audience, we appreciate all of you. I think you all realize that. We're going to just go down through and say hi to everybody. Just shout them right out without bringing everybody up. I'm going to look through the comments and see who I see out there. Jason, Jamie. We're all just going to holler names and say thank you guys for coming out. That'll make that a lot quicker.
Yeah,
DDM, Brave Adventures. We just start hollering.
Yeah. And hopefully it doesn't get weird like that, right? But I mean, I'll go right to the top and start it now. So first one I see is Vance, Blue Zombie. Good to see you, man. Fred, good to see Fred too, man. Over there at
Yeah.
MTZ. Appreciate Fred coming out. Got Glenn Zabel, personal friend, swinging out. That's awesome.
Glenn sent me a message. He's like, I'm so glad you guys are back on tonight.
Right? It's
Yeah.
been
He missed
watching, so
us,
that's
yeah.
good.
got
the
DDM,
DDMs.
Dustin and Melissa and Derek as
Derek.
well. And those guys I know are over there probing snakes like crazy, popping snakes like crazy, figuring out what they got going on.
Right? Jay just swung over to give them a hand, kind of show them the ropes on the probing snakes to sex things. Duval, got Duval out there. We got Proxima out there. Brave Adventures. A lot of people in the chat tonight. It's a great looking group, man. And appreciate all you guys. We got Tim and Connie, of course, the folks. Scrolling down
Natty.
through. Yeah, Vinnie. I see Vinnie out there. Pharaoh's Forbidden Scales. It's a new one to me, but awesome to see new names. Appreciate that for sure.
Mr. O. Pelt.
Yep, always Jason Opelt for sure. Super good supporter. Travis at
Yeah.
TS Reptiles.
All City.
I don't know, man.
James B.
James B.
James.
James B. Easy. We got Mitzi, Smiley Heart. She's out there as usual. Appreciate her.
Mitzi.
Yep. John Mission Morphs. Good to see you, sir. We've got Randall. I got their shirt on tonight over there at Lindworm. Those guys are fantastic. Fantastic
Tire
merch.
Gods.
Tire Gods.
Fantastic animals.
Yeah. Lots
Oh,
of
nice.
lots of friends. TJ Hutch, Jen.
Yep.
Yeah. Jen.
Nice. Perfect,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, just
Yeah.
G-Paw from Riven's Forge. Nice to see G-Paw out there, too. Got Dwight, the Pied Man. Always good to see Dwight.
And
Just a
people are
lot of
piling
great
in.
faces out there. Yeah, we
It's
got
getting
a lot
longer
of
and
people.
longer.
Yeah.
Could do this forever because they all want to see Ash, man. They want to hear about these
Yeah.
different dinkers and his
Yeah.
process. He's kind of gotten around the community to be a little bit of a, I don't know, a legend's a weird name to throw and a tag to throw on things, but a little bit of a, what do you want to call it? Maybe an urban legend about his process and how long he's been going at this and how he does it, right? So we want to get a little bit of, I don't want to say secrets because I don't think he keeps those. He's more than willing to share, but it's going to be a secret to a lot of people, you know. It's going to be the
Yeah.
Yeah.
odd
It'll
way
be
to go
fun.
about
I
isolating
have a
these
feeling
things,
he's going
so.
to teach me some things.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck yeah. He'll teach
Yeah.
all of us a few
Definitely got
things.
some tips for us. Yeah.
But before we bring Ash out, we should mention Deeds Not Words 2 is starting February 1st.
Yes, absolutely. That fires back up again, guys. That is for all of the service people out there, not just military, but first responders and things too, right? Firefighters, you know, the different EMS crews, all of those
Paramedics.
guys that are,
Yep.
doing their thing every day. So it's a fantastic ethic. It's a fantastic program, and it really doesn't take a ton. And you get a shirt out of it, right? Like all the proceeds and stuff go directly to those guys,
And
giving
it's
a little
new
bit back.
design
you
this
know.
year, so fun.
For sure.
I'm excited, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have this week a brand new affiliate of the week, and that's Devin. So let's get Devin up there. Let's see. Devin, Prophecy Exotics, working hand in hand with Eddie over at Static Morphs. We got a lot of respect for Devin and what he does. I know he took a lot of flack for a long time about not being a real breeder. You know, things like that got tossed around. But Devin has been nothing but great support in the community in my mind. And positive,
Got a great,
you know.
great eye for genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic knowledge. I mean, if he sees something once, he's got it pinned down. But
For
just
sure.
a great guy in general. So if you get an opportunity, share his stuff out this week. Shout him out in the things you're doing. And check out the work he's doing with Static Morphs and some of the projects they got going. They got a lot of fantastic animals. So Devin threw in 20 this week. So at the end of the show, we're doing $30 in trivia for the spin. So if you're paying attention, you got a shot at that, guys. Put it in your bank and go get from 30 some odd affiliates. But I think that's pretty much everything in our intro. We're going to go into 26 flying. We cut this down to under 10 minutes.
Yes.
Go Forge crew. Let's get it. Like a, what do you want to call it? Like a pit stop almost, swapping tires and filling gas. But go to the commercials and let's get Ash out here, yeah? You guys got
Yes.
anything else? No?
Nope, nothing exciting
All
yet. It's early.
Hopefully next week I can announce that I had eggs from my geckos laid.
Yeah, they're right around the corner. So,
Yeah.
all right. Ad break, guys. We'll see you in 2 minutes. And we'll put Jamie backstage and get Ash out here. So hold tight, guys. It's going to be a fun show.
Hey folks, here at The Forge we prioritize promoting people from the community, especially where we see opportunity to share some valuable insights or products with our followers. That is why we are thrilled to have BNS Reptilia as a sponsor. Chris is a fantastic example of bringing value to the community, with years of experience keeping a variety of animals from ball pythons and blood pythons to boas or colubrids and more. Chris brings a wide breadth of knowledge and a collection of beautiful animals. Chris also carries Coco2go and The Chipper, two of the highest quality reptile bedding products on the market. If you want to learn more about any of these species, are looking to add to your collection, or in need of some top-notch substrate, please don't hesitate to reach out to Chris at BNS Reptilia. Chris is also a member of a growing community of breeders who accept Forge Coin, so don't forget to show them your Forge Coin.
All right, there you go, guys. We have Ash sitting backstage. He's trying to clear a debate about what kind of water a person should or should not drink, and we're going to get that out of him.
Breathe.
Right, should or should not breathe as a secondary term. But Jamie, you got trivia duty. Questions pop up, guys. If you got questions directly for us or Ash or anything on the current topic, we will try to hit those. Obviously, we're not going to interrupt in the middle of something, but we'll grab it as quick as we can. So $30 at the end of the show, guys. Let's get Ash out here. Jamie, good luck back there. Don't ABCD us on the trivia.
Oh,
or you can. That's totally fine. But all right. Without further ado, let's do it. Ash.
What's up, man?
Hey,
Appreciate you coming out, man.
how's it going, y'all?
Seems like you
It's
recovered.
It's going.
Think you're good.
I'm better now. I was choking on water backstage, man. That was rough.
That was rough, yeah.
We could hear you. We weren't sure if we should just pause the show for a minute and get
Man,
some critical crews over there to check on you. It was pretty rough. But it sounds like you came through it.
I'm all right
Ash,
now.
all these faces out here, I know a lot of these guys are familiar with you. But I also know a lot of the people that I'm seeing from our side of things maybe aren't. So would you mind kind of giving us the quick rundown? Ash, Morph Minded, where you from, where you at now, and kind of how long you been at this?
How you doing, everyone out there? My name is Ash, from Morph Minded. I'm a New Yorker, native New Yorker. I'm in Philly right now. I started doing this ball python thing in, I'm proud to say, the ball python capital, Maryland. I went to college in Maryland, stayed there for about 20 years. And like I said, I'm in Philly now. So, my oldest snake, who is right there, she's 23 years old. And I have a few behind her who are like 20, 19, 17. So, yeah, I have all of my firsts literally right there.
That's cool, man.
It's hard to let some of those go, right? Nostalgic reasons, if nothing else, they got you going, and you look at them every day and go, "You're not going anywhere. You're staying right here with me, right where we
They're
know
older
things are
than my
good."
kids. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So originally in that Maryland area and up in the Northeast, what was the draw for you? I assume you were a younger person when you started into all of this. Like, what was the turning point that said, I want to do reptiles and specifically ball pythons? Like, how'd that work?
As a hobbyist, it really just started out as as a keeper. In college, when you first move off of campus and you're living on your own, some people want a dog, some people want a cat. I decided to get a snake. My cousin had a ball python. My neighbor across the street had a couple of snakes, a berm, a ball, some other things. So reptiles weren't, foreign to me.
Foreign to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I just wanted to be a little different when I was off campus. So, I got a ball python.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
And now I think, at least for my knowledge of you, as limited as that is, you kind of took a totally different mindset and path and route into this, especially coming from the keeper side, right? So what was your, again, if you want to call it inspiration, or what was the spark
Sure.
to say, okay, I want to start like producing these? I want to start trying to pair these together and make what I'm seeing an actuality. Like tell us about that part of the process.
So to have always seen ball pythons and the craze and the, $1 per gram and all of those things transpire. I honestly think it was the tri-stripe for me.
Okay.
When I saw, and I cannot remember his name, but it's the nice gentleman in England. He's an older gentleman.
Mike,
but he
21st century?
No.
No.
But he had a DG tri-stripe, and this had to have been in 2017 or 18. So that was the point in which I feel like I started becoming more project oriented. I had already become familiar with, things coming from the wild and dealing with Ian from Outback and all of those sort of things. So by that point, it was just more of like, all right, this is the project that I want to focus on, and still am to this day.
Gotcha. Okay. So tri-stripe was like the lead in. This is the thing that sparked your interest so much. And you were already familiar with like how the recessives and codoms and things play and work, or was that kind of a learning point for you, or were you already deep into that, having kept so long?
Nah, I wasn't in it at all. I was always familiar with it. Clowns were a big deal at that point in time. And I remember thinking to myself, why do I want to make clowns if everyone else is making clowns? So I was looking for a recessive that not too many people played with, and I bumped into tri-stripe. And so, that's really what started it for me, kind of staying away from,
Yeah, the big common projects, right?
The
Kind of
main
go your
things
own
going
lane.
on. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty
Gotcha,
smart.
gotcha.
Most people don't do that, especially back then. It seemed like everybody was just kind of whatever the next thing was. Everybody kind of jumped in line and followed that around, right?
Yeah.
And they did well at it, but kind of
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Yes.
So
Well,
that right out of the. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
I say so that right out of the gate is pretty unique, right? So what was like your base count at that point? Did you have multiple animals that you were gonna work with, or were you like pursuing tri-stripe stuff on the market, like bringing that in?
Around that point, I probably had no more than 12 animals. I did have a couple of het clowns, a visual clown, and everything else was codom stuff, pets, Like I said, back then it was cool to be a keeper. It was cool to have your friends come over and to see something different, and to, so it was less about breeding for me and more just about keeping and having, and you get real dialed in with your husbandry aspect.
Yeah.
Absolutely, makes sense for sure.
When did you? So we know that you're kind of into. You've got some dinker stuff you do here and there, quite a bit of it actually. And when did that kind of become a thing for you? Was that right from the beginning? You were just interested in, hey, what is this? Or was there a point where you were just like, I kind of want to watch for some really unique things and try to follow those through?
I think it came from, excuse me, how I met Ian. Ian, who is one of the importers, the very few. I met him through my friend Andy, and I started doing shows, and we became really close. And you see his collection, and you're like, wow, like all of this stuff is wild, and you don't, so through seeing that, it became a more, you start asking questions, and it's like, well, yeah, I've bred those things. They never prove out. Things like this prove out, and they're from here, and these are from here. And you just start to pick up on those things, So
Yeah.
I'll get excited from a shipment from Benin, but not so excited from a shipment from Ghana. You know?
Yeah. And that makes
Gotcha,
sense.
gotcha.
I totally get that. Now I didn't know that about you, so that having that connection makes it's totally logical why you would kind of
Hmm.
gravitate towards that idea. I would too, for sure.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm sure that Ian, you know, if you're close to him, there's that chatter too, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, this batch has got some odd stuff in it, which automatically kicks in your brain, right? Like, as soon as you have that little bit of conversation with somebody like that, it's gonna sway you a little bit, right? To kind of look into
Man.
that more.
Yeah, you just kind of know, like Ian, he's not gonna hold anything back really because it's me. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's just like, man, if you're here, you better get here. Yeah, you know, that's more so, and it's fun like that. You know, it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
fun. But the year of the snake was very slow, even for the wild. I have to say that, guys.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
2025, it was
Yeah.
very slow.
Yeah. Us too, man.
Extremely.
Very,
We
very
we had
slow.
a really slow year for production and not a lot of new on our side. Not a lot of progress in any direction, really.
Hmm.
No.
Facility came along a little bit, you know, but that's our own work and our own looking forward. But as far as the stuff doing its own thing in the market and whatever, it was really stale. I agree. There just wasn't a ton happening, right?
Hmm.
But the couple of nice things we did see is you started posting like a lot more in 25. It feels like. I mean, I would see more stuff from you on the gram, different places. You hopped on podcasts and things, so we got a little more familiar with you through 25. But the one that keeps smashing everybody over the damn head is the obvious elephant in the room is malice, right? So can you kind of clue us in how far back that goes for you and when you first brought that in and your eyeball just said, what in the F is this? And had to pursue it. You know what I mean?
Wasn't that far? Wasn't that long ago? It'll be 5 years in February next month.
Okay.
Um, I went to Ian's facility. I was going to take him some animals, and he had just gotten a shipment in, and he had an animal in a container in some sort of solution, and for some odd reason, it continued to draw me. I'm like, what is that? What? I see pattern through so I went over there, checked it out, and it was the wild gravid malice. Um, I didn't get it that day, although I kept on looking at it. And as I was driving home, I instantly regretted not getting that animal for
Right.
some reason.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
had other wild animals. I've seen plenty of them, but for some odd reason, that one was kind of bothering me. So I called them the next day. And he was like, "You serious? You want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want it." I'm like, "Don't put it in your collection, you know, because it'll get lost forever, you know." So he held it for me. I came, I picked it up. 2 weeks later, 10 days after I picked it up, she laid eggs.
So you
Wow.
bought a
Okay.
gravid one. That's pretty
Nice.
crazy right off the bat, man.
Yep,
So
Yeah.
yep,
for the people that aren't familiar with malice, and we'll probably get to see a couple examples. I hope I'm
sure,
doing one of these so we get to look at a couple
sure.
of these. But explain to people what malice is, what it does, what your thoughts are on it originally when you saw this female, and what was drawing your eye, just so they kind of know.
It had a lot of granulation. She was kind of gray, silvery looking, but she had a pattern, she looked like a pattern disruptor to me.
Okay.
Um, she was a bigger female, and it was just nothing normal looking about her pattern. Um, her babies really don't look that much like her, but you know, I have a theory. A lot of us have a theory that animals in the wild don't quite look like their captive self. You
Sure.
know,
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
they're a little darker to me. Their eyes are a little bigger. they act a little different. The wild ones, they act a lot different actually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So pattern disruptor, if you were to put it in a category, you're going to throw it in a granite type gene, I'm
Oh,
guessing, right?
1000%. Yes.
Okay.
Came from Benin. It's definitely a granite. But I really wouldn't compare it too much to the ones that I see right now.
Yeah, and I would agree in the stuff that I've seen and what it's paired with and produced and how it interacts. It's almost got a higher pattern reactivity than most
Yeah.
granite. Most granite is going to do that granite along the side, maybe along the side gut and belly and stuff, and they all kind of act the same. They don't really affect the upper pattern as much. But that malice is really busting up the top of those alien heads and down the dorsal. I mean, it's really doing work up there. So
It does.
I'm going to agree with you. I think how else do you classify it, right? Other than granite type, but
Yes.
it's a fantastic example, I guess is what I'm getting at the end of all of that. So it's a
No
great
doubt.
thing to iron out. And when you do this, you pull this female in. Can you tell us how you're setting up your breeding and how you're looking at, like, I'm going to isolate this, and what do you do with pairings for someone interested in kind of working something in a similar way?
All right. So thinking about a granite gene, the first thing that I did was thank God for her being gravid, right? And she gave
Right.
me she gave me a male and a female, right?
Okay.
The female looked more like her. The male just looked different. Um, so I immediately began to think, all right, what am I gonna do with this guy? Got him to a year old. Said, all right, I'm gonna put him to the best females that I have coming up, and the best females that I had coming up at the time were younger females. I put him to one older female. The three younger females didn't go for me. The older female laid 8 or 9 eggs. Uh, most of the eggs went like bad. I saw one malice. It crawled out of the egg. The next day, it was a butter malice. The next day, it died.
Oh.
Uh, I came back,
Okay.
it was dead, like crawled halfway out the egg. So that was my first year with the malice male.
Right.
Uh, the following year, I said I'm not going to make that mistake again. So some of those pets that I tell y'all about, the 17, 19, 18-year-old, I know that they eat like tanks.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about genetics and how things look, how bright it is, the dorsal pattern, the blushing, I want these to eat well, you know. Today you have genes where they're banging ass genes, but one of the knocks on them is they don't eat well, or this one doesn't eat well, or it doesn't grow well. So I'm thinking, let me think outside the box a little bit and let me make that a priority. So, all of the animals that I made the mistakes with, I kept them too cold, kept them too hot, kept them, you know, no humidity in tanks. They're all still alive here right now to tell the story, you know? So
Right.
I want this, whatever the hell it is, to have those genetics in it.
Right.
So to this day, I get bit up, but that's part of the reason why I started with the simple pastels and the Mojaves and the GHIs and the, you
Hey, I
know,
love the
Yeah.
Mojaves and the G. I still love them. It's my favorite,
Dude,
man.
but you'll see that 4,800 gram Mojave. You're not going to see a 4,800 gram Pompeii. You're just not. They're going to be 1,600. They're going to eat sometimes when they feel like it. But I agree with you. We do stray away from that, right? And I have that
yes.
conversation behind the scenes and privately with people that we do a lot of propagation of animals simply because of that gene stack, where that animal maybe doesn't belong back in the breeding population. We're not doing ourselves any favors. When there's some kind of a simple thrive issue with that production,
Correct.
It's hard to look the other way when it's an 8 trait animal, right? Like you're going, that thing is stacked, and it's hard. I understand it's hard to look the other way, but sometimes you don't want that going forward, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I
is
agree
tough,
with you
though, man.
100%, Ash. That's a smart way to go. So these are going back to basically single gene animals, is what you're telling me, but really healthy, hardy animals, yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I had to think about it different. Like I have a Volta Hypo. Um, and you know, that's one of the animals. She's 7, 8 years old, but she's 7,000 grams. So
Jesus.
that's,
Yeah.
you know, one of the animals that I'm like, yep, I want the genetics in that. So by the time y'all get them, they're gonna be like, yo, these malice females are monsters, or you know, whatever it
Right.
is. I want good things, you know, to be said.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So what are you seeing then? Are you seeing that it's passing pretty regular? It's just a codom. You've already ironed out this is not recessive. I don't need to bring it back to another malice, because truly you don't know that from this first female, right? So weeding that info out when you see it in the first baby. Do you know what the father was on that clutch that you
Nope.
came gravid with?
Nope.
Okay. That's got to
Nope.
be kind of a sketchy deal too, right?
Somewhere out in the wild, you know what I mean?
Right? Like, holy shit, was it dad? You know, I mean, how do you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So with the animals looking different than mom, you know, you just be like, dad was a banger. You know what I mean? Whatever the hell he was,
Mhm.
you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, you start to look at the kids you start to look at the offspring of the original male, and then you're starting to get, you know, two different looks. And then you start to look at him and you're like, bro, like, are you know what I mean? Like, are you two genes? You know, you start to get
Yeah.
it, but it's fun, you know, after 20 years, things like that stimulate the mind, you know, rather than, all right, I'm bringing this to this. These are my outcomes, you
Right.
know? Um, Last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, I heard Will Morose, shout out to Will. He said that, you know, a lot of times we look at these genetics like they're just black and white. And they're not just
No.
black and white. There's a
No.
lot of gray area with this stuff, man.
Yep.
100%. Yeah.
And with genes
Totally
that,
agree.
you know, for so long we just said it's a granite, it's a granite, oh, it's a granite, oh, it's a granite.
Right.
We've never really taken the time to investigate them, and I feel like the granites are kind of slapping us in the face, like, yep, it's more than meets the eye.
Right. You got
Yeah.
Cosmos, Bambino, Malice. You got Tornado, which is a recessive
Oh,
granite in my mind.
I
You've
love
got,
all of them,
you know, and
and I
they're just
love all of them. Yeah,
all separate things. But you're right. If you throw those all in one apple basket, what the hell are you making out there at the end of the day? You're making half-ass combos of these things spreading all over. So that's kind of where I was going next with, like, my understanding of how you've isolated this to where when you label malice, you have a specific thing in mind and you know you can trace that back to mom, right? So
yes.
can you kind of tell us where that's going now and like how far you've brought that into things? Like, is this
Sure.
pushed into multiple recessives now, or is it still kind of floating with codom stacks? Where are we at in the malice program?
Both. You have to do
Okay.
both. So when you have at least the way that I see it, when you're trying to present a gene, you have to be able to answer questions. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to be, unless you want to be that guy that doesn't answer questions, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I
No one
mean?
wants to be that guy. Some people don't have a choice, but no one wants to be that guy.
You know, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to know what it looks like in the Bell complex, in the 8 ball complex, in the Yellow Belly complex, with Orange Dream, with, you know, what does it look like in
Nice.
het form of these? Well, it pastel, we all hate it, but it looks good in pastel. What is it? You know, you have to be able to answer all of those questions and kind of provide examples of them. So for you, the person whose gene it is, it's kind of mundane, you know, or it gets
Yeah, yeah.
it's fun. You're lucky. I feel like it's fun, but it's really that isn't the fun part. It's not about, oh, I'm putting it the DG hypo this and the Xanthic. That's
Yeah, but
can't do.
but I do think again this speaks back to what's missing a lot of times and how we go about some of this stuff, right? So I think the way the trend was going, if somebody found something like Malice, the first thing they're going to ram it in, and I'm going to just beat this combo because everybody knows,
Sure.
they're going to ram it in a Pompeii. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Well, what does that really do or help you with? That doesn't tell you anything about that gene. It tells you something about the mud you just made because you have
Right.
no clue what's reacting with what, right?
Yeah.
But you've actually gone back and you're like saying, okay, here it is with Orange Dream. Here it is with Mojave. Here it is. And you need that to know what the gene is doing. Am I
Yeah.
on the right track or?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
I dig
I
that.
have to do that. I have to do
Well,
that.
I mean, the first thing you have to do is prove that it's a standalone thing, though. I mean, even that, right? Because in the beginning, you don't know. It could be a couple things that are reacting together to create what you're seeing.
Whiz.
Having this crazy work.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's a hard pause. So sorry about that, Wiz. But yeah, but I do think like the point being is like the way you're going about it is what I'd love to see more of. A little more patience with things, a little more understanding of what's going on, and not let's make this $30,000 animal. Like throw the dollars away, throw the market away, and actually look at what you're making and what it's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we're going to see more of that. I mean, most of us bumbleheads were kind of trying to jump in on, on the big money stuff while it was hitting, but I mean, we see it. It's over, and people are starting to get smarter about it, and they're listening to people like you, Ash, and going, "Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and that's what we should be doing." I'm going to cut back, and we're going to start heading down the correct path here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember, I said this. I've been saying this for the last week or so. Remember, the more that somebody goes to, let's just call it the right, there's gonna be space created on the left.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay. The more that people want to make DG combos and clown combos and all sorts of this awesome stuff, there's gonna be a space created for the lesser known genes or the genes that nobody know. There are people like myself, we call ourselves like gene hunters. Like we heard of this. Who has it? Oh, it's in the northeast or whatever. Oh, the mega gene. That's another one of those granite genes. Who has it? Let me reach out to him. What does it look like? This,
yeah,
it becomes its own thing. So I enjoy it.
yeah.
Absolutely. And I do. I mean, I applaud it because you were doing that in a market and situation where it was extremely unique. It was very small niche of people that were actually approaching things that way. I think now people are seeing that. You were the example for that, where you're going to see more people go about things that way to enjoy this more, get more back from their animals and their projects. But you did that at a time where that was extremely odd and rare. So that's the part that I'd like to applaud more than anything. I mean, I think that was really different, man, and that's impressive to me. Not a lot of people throw that horse blinder on and see their own path. They're easily distracted with the shinies. So yeah, man, that's awesome. But back to this, and I'm gonna beat the heck out of Malice because I love the gene myself. I've seen it from the first time you actually talked about it openly or started putting the stuff out there, and I'm curious how the super has been, because there is a super form, right? How has that been for you, and do you feel like that is a worthwhile endeavor for the super itself, not just as a breeding trait to where you're going to get more, of your Malice out in the offspring, but is the super itself something that you can see working?
I think the super is helpful for me in trying to figure out, again, so when I look at my original male, I would believe that, let's say he's 2 genes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first look, the granite look that we're all familiar with, is the first look that I started receiving. Then I started receiving a different look, another look. And I'm like, well, what the hell is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started receiving a third look, which I didn't see as much, but it's a third look. Now it's not one of those things where, well, this one doesn't look as good. This one is like no, to me, they all look good. They're just different.
Different.
They're literally just different.
Allelic?
So that's the good part about the super. So you have the wild mom, right? So now what I have to do is take a grandkid, a grandson, right? Who has the most rare look, right? And I'll put it to grandma, who I put the dad to last year. I'll put this one, to that one. And I have the sister now, either way. And I'm going to see if the supers look the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So in theory, it should help me decide. It'll just help everything.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just to make sure you don't have an allelic thing going on. Is that what you're kind of trying to remove the allelic?
It's not allelic. I don't think it's not allelic because I've gotten normals from the dad. You know what I mean? From the original,
gotcha.
So more like when I was in Tinley, I was talking to Justin about Cosmos, right? Supers I believe are good because, it went from Justin doesn't really need to make a super, right? But I believe that after seeing that these things are more complex, we have a little bit more investigating to do. This isn't just the type of thing where you put it to this and you get this. It's not that simple. So then you heard him change his tune a little bit and saying, well, I am going to go make a super. You know what I mean? So, because if you have something that looks like this, if you put it to another one, in theory, you're going to make a certain type of super. But if you have one that looks a little different, if you put it to either that one or another one that looks a little different, then you should get 2 different looking supers.
Right.
If they're supers.
Right. Gotcha.
Right.
So has that been part of the program yet? Have you brought super to super?
No,
or is that
I
not something that... Okay.
I wish I was that far in the project, man. Both of my supers are females on top of it. So,
gotcha.
You know what I mean?
That's a problem I had on my side with trying to do some super stuff just for breeding and getting that gene out and other things, and just kept making female after female. It's like, come on, man, give me a break here.
Yep.
Well, and what we're seeing too come from our supers is like both that went into the super, they're okay versions of that gene, but when that super produces something, it's an exceptional version of that gene. Right?
I agree.
So, and I'm kind of wondering if that isn't what you're seeing in that third version, right? Like you're getting that oddball 1 in 100 shot that's actually like the superior version hiding in that third super. Do you see what I mean?
So what I would compare it to is, let's say you have pastel and yellow belly, right? Mm-hmm. You have pastel and yellow belly. You're going to get pastels, you're going to get yellow bellies, and you're going to get the occasional pastel yellow belly.
Yep. Right.
Same concept.
Gotcha. Okay.
Same concept. It's just that they're granite. So people have this thing where granite, it's almost a bad name. Like if we never
feels powerful,
use that,
man. Feels powerful.
Right? Granite's dense, man. It's dense.
If we never had that name in the first place, there would have been more investigation way back when. We just looked at these things and dismissed it as they are just, or this is just a granite.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a few of those animals that we've passed on to people, and we're like, well, it's granite of some sort, because it's not this, it's not this, it's definitely got something going. It's a granite. And we did that for 2 years of productions. No idea what the granite was, you know what I mean? But it definitely wasn't just a pastel yellow belly. I mean, it was just speckled up to beat hell, you know? So call it granite, put it out the door like dummies, you know? I don't know. It's interesting to work things like that. So what are you seeing as far as the best benefit or best use case scenario with what you've seen it with? Like what are the things you're liking it with the best?
For me, and this is gonna sound weird, it's not about liking. It's not about liking. It's about having information for others to be able to play with in the future.
Okay.
I'm not in the position to be able to be like I like. I have to be investigative. You know what I mean?
Yep, I got you.
I that's just not me as a dinker person. It's not about I like.
Right.
Like for an example, I don't particularly like Malice with the GHI. You know what I mean?
All
So
right.
I know why, but I'll probably never do that combination again, but it looks good with dark stuff. But I know it's there, but I can't really. It's one of them things. But I don't really like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep.
But I have to have that answer for somebody else. I have to have that answer for somebody else with something simple,
Yeah. Sure. So if you're keeping this in for yourself, and let's just put it in that light and put it in that frame. If you're producing something for yourself and you want Malice animals going forward in a project, what do you think you're going to do with that? How are you going to incorporate it into things you want to do different, aside from like pushing that gene and seeing what it actually does? Like if you want to produce something for your eye. Yeah, I'm gonna try to spin this a little. I'm trying to get at like, what do you like? You know what I mean?
You got Jamie back there giving away the secret.
I like I like it in acids. I like it in crazy genes like that. I love hypo. I'm trying to get it in tri-stripe.
Send me one, Ash. I'll throw it with the acid and send you the babies.
You see, there we see, and I don't have that much acid. See, trying to figure that out.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see what it's gonna do with tri-stripe. I feel like tri-stripe is, y'all may have heard me say it, it's like a level 3 gene. So I want to see if it can budge tri-stripe.
That's a big ask. It's a big ask, but you never know until you try it, right? I mean, you just don't know. So
it is.
That's a huge ask, though, man. That tri-stripe is a ass whooper. Anything you put in there, it just beats the shit out of it, right?
It's like I'm still tri-stripe.
It depends, man. I want to see it in puzzle. Ultramels, but those aren't my projects, so to speak. So, I'm not going down the recessive road like that with all of these things. But no, with the codoms, you almost have to do it. You have to put it to every complex. You have to. That's your duty.
You kind of do. Yeah.
That's your duty.
So just out of curiosity, because you didn't really expand on this at all, but what was it about the Malice and the GHI that you didn't like? Because I don't know what I don't know what it looks like, but I'm imagining what it would look like. I haven't seen it,
so I'm a high white calico guy. And it made the calico low white, but it was low white in a way in which I didn't enjoy it. Whereas I put it with Orange Dream and calico, and it's high white. GHI and calico, it's no white.
No white, right.
No white. And I like the white in my calicos, except for this one calico. But yeah, so I'm like, I'm not doing that shit anymore. Because I like,
Yeah, gotcha. Makes sense.
I like GHIs with calico. But it's a contrast.
Yeah, Randall's asking, have you tried it with pinstripe? Have you seen it in that combo at all?
No, I can.
Okay.
I already know what that's gonna look like visually in my head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, pin is one of those weird ones, man, that it all of a sudden it does something so effed up. You're like, how? How did it just
Yeah.
do that?
And I know that may sound like I just contradicted myself, but I've seen enough granted jeans and pinstripe, and none of them really can fuck
Yeah.
with pinstripe. Like,
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah, it's a tough
That's
one.
true. Yeah.
yeah.
100%. Okay, so we've thrown all kinds of Nerf darts at you, and you're just dipping and diving and dodging the stuff. You don't want to tell us what you like it in, but
Nah, you know what though? I haven't. I'm still trying to fine tune what I like it in. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
all right.
I haven't got it in my favorite jean yet. Tri-stripe, right?
Okay, so that's when you
Calico.
really want to see it.
Yeah, I like acid. I like it in acid. I like it. You know, there's a lot of things I haven't done. Again, it's only been 5 years. I haven't made a visual clown yet, right? I haven't made a
Okay.
visual hypo yet. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm still down here in the codoms trying to figure out it looks good, it doesn't look good. And I'm slowly taking it into my recessives. I have my hets here growing, breeding.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Have
Okay.
you put it with chocolate yet?
Yes.
How'd that turn out? Yeah.
Different color, not so chocolatey, and I'm putting that to hypo try.
Okay.
So you liked the interaction, though. So they must have played nicely pattern-wise.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I
Nice.
I do.
Perfect.
I'll show it to you. I like it a lot.
Well,
All
all right. That's my cue to change up the scene here. We're going to absolutely make that happen. No. Anytime you want to get an animal or would like to show one, we would love to see examples of what you mean.
Sure.
But let's take Jamie off of this side, and we'll swap this up so I can transition this stuff a little nicer. Is it going to stay? Nice, it stayed. Okay.
Never know.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't stick, but
Hey, have a good night.
see you, Mike. Appreciate you, man.
All right. So while we were talking, the chocolate one. This is the chocolate malice.
Wow. Yeah, that is nice, man. I do like that. A lot more pattern than what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to blow this up. So, oh, man. Dude, that is amazing. And that is very close to what I would have guessed it would have, because chocolate wants to reduce so much, right? But it stayed so busy.
Yeah.
It did.
God, I love that. Holy shit. So is that the limit of what's in that at the moment? I mean, aside from
That's
hets,
it.
is it just chocolate malice?
There's no hets in this.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep. This is just literally chocolate malice.
Wow. That's
That's crazy,
pretty
man.
impressive, actually. Goddamn, dorsal
And
is
then-
just wild, too.
If he's not in shed, I'll show you a chocolate Mojave malice. How much it changed it.
What's up, Sam?
Changed it quite a bit. Hey, you're a biter. Your mother was a biter.
100% Marcel. We're getting to that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. And, dude, it still holds how busted up
Yeah.
the alien head sections
That's
are.
crazy to me. I can't believe the
Spread them
pattern.
out. But, right? Damn, that's really
That
nice,
was-
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are clutch mates.
Ship it. Chris says ship it.
Chris, all he's got to
That's
do
my
is
guy,
walk it
Chris.
over. Right?
Right. Toss it.
That's
Ship
my
it.
guy. You're in shed. You look terrible.
Looks normal. Ship it.
Right.
But
Randall.
this was one of my favorites. It's in shed, but this is a special.
Ooh.
Man, that is gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Special's one of my favorite jeans, to be honest, but yeah, that looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, in shed, looking like
In
that.
shed. Looks terrible. Everything is in shed. I've been feeding them. But yeah, y'all have any questions, feel free to talk to me while it's all good.
Well, somebody had mentioned, and I think it was Pharaoh's, Marcel. Anything new on the Dinker horizon that you're still
that's the
kind of in the middle of? Ooh.
So this is
So
the
what-
high whites that I talk
Yeah.
about. OD,
Yeah.
Calico Malice.
Beautiful, man.
Man,
A
so
lot of
here's-
contrast, a lot more contrast than I expected too.
Yeah, but here's what I'm seeing that's so crazy, right? Like, look at the triple layers of color coming down on
Yeah.
the tops of those alien heads where
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
like
get that
perfectly.
with an OD calico normally.
No, it's perfectly layered. I mean, clearly layered.
Yeah, dude, that's wild reaction too. Do you see a lot of that ringer stuff going on or only in your calicos?
Calicos. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
I'll show you the GHI one behind this, and you'll be like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
This is where you say don't do it again kind of thing?
I mean, I like it. It has to be worked. It really has to be worked.
Okay.
It's an interesting animal.
Oh wow,
Ah, okay.
wow. So the GHI and the Malice, it's like it really wipes the pad, which I would not have expected that.
Almost
This
reacts
is-
like a GHI Mojave reaction.
Yeah,
Exactly. Look at the pebbles, the dark around the ends, the edges.
Mhm.
I love that,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
you can see pattern in it.
Oh yeah, it's there. Yep.
Yeah, that is not what I would expect. Almost a sandblast look to it.
You still see the
Yeah.
dorsal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Really defined dorsal, yeah. Huh. That is odd. You're right. So,
Mhm.
have you seen it without the calico?
Yes, I did. It didn't live. It didn't live. I did see it.
Oh.
I did see it. I wasn't impressed.
Okay. Did a similar thing though, kind of like a GHI Mojave look.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not so much. I think the calico's messing it up and doing that, but it just
Okay.
wasn't. It wasn't impressive. It wasn't impressive to me. These are a different look, I would say. You would say, so these
Yeah.
is a different look. You see the hurricane
Yeah.
so-called muscles,
Muscles, yep.
you know. A lot of
So what's
time
in-
people ask me, is there hurricane in there? And y'all
Right.
see the hashtags straight malice sometimes. And
Yep.
my response to people is, no, this is straight malice.
Yeah, I can see that, man. If somebody showed me that just out of the blue, I would swear there's hurricane in there. So
Yeah, no, straight malice.
yeah.
Nothing else in
And-
there.
That's wild. Okay. So did this come from a super or what you thought was a super?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
And there's the obvious question, have you put it with hurricane?
Nope.
Okay.
Chris
To
says
me, it's swirly enough. I got it full panel tested. No, it doesn't test for none of that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
to me, why would I? You know what I mean? I wouldn't need hurricane. And to me, hurricane's in the granite category. And with something that looks like that, it's like I don't need hurricane. I'd rather fight it.
Yeah. two great suggestions that came up were Enchi and Spot Nose, which I would definitely like to see it in those two just to see what it does, because I was not expecting some of those at all.
I think Levance may have made a couple that had Spot Nose in them.
Spot Nose.
Okay.
This is one of the supers in shed.
See, now that's what I would have expected maybe from the GHI, was more of that look. That's
Right,
just
yeah.
so weird to me. Wow.
Yeah, but look at how that super is still staying isolated kind of to the alien heads. You know what I mean? I mean, yes, it's doing some dorsal work too, right? But it's like that granite just wants to play in the alien heads, period.
Yeah.
It's wild, man. That's crazy. It's doing a little belly lifting, and it's bringing a little bit of flaming and stuff going on, right? But like 90% of the work is like inside the alien head. That's crazy.
Definitely.
That was really cool, man.
Yeah, that's wild. I love it. Okay.
And then so the one that I would, say to me, let's see if he's breeding.
Yeah, really anything in the spider complex is what people are hitting on. The spot nose, the blackhead.
Blackhead's coming in hypo.
I figured as soon as I saw that come up there, I'm like, I bet, because the dark.
When I see this, when I see things that look like this,
wow,
and all the amounts of blacks that's in it.
Wow, look at the dorsal pattern. What?
Oh, yeah,
this is
pretty.
So you heard me earlier say that there's a third look, a more rare look. This is one of them. This is one of those.
Well, let's get more of those.
That is so
Let's get more of those, Ash. Whatever you got to do to make more of those. Look at those two dancing, holding hands.
Yeah, they look like people with their arms up in the air. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
What? Dude. Okay. So this is the third form of the super.
No super.
Well, this is where you think it's another gene.
This is just the malice.
Yeah.
This again is straight malice. This is straight malice. It's either het clown or cryptic, but this is straight malice.
Strange.
I've showed you other het clowns. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like that.
So that's almost acting like Stranger wants to do. Like Stranger is super polymorphic. It almost
very black.
I think this gene is polymorphic as hell, man. Is what we're
dope. I love it.
Yeah,
man.
It's cool because you got the flaming, but the black is still really black. I mean, dude, I like that a lot, man.
Yeah, that's
plus
the
that dorsal
right
pattern
there
is insane.
So comparing that to Stranger, like when guys are saying like the strangest, you've got Devin and those guys working that, and it's just Stranger, but it's like a weird version of Stranger. That's kind of what I want to compare that to. It's so polymorphic. And
this girl, sorry guys,
no, this is amazing.
But this is one of my dinkers.
Wow. Okay. Look at that fade and fuzz on the top of those alien heads. It just took the eyes and blurred everyone.
Look at the head if she won't show her head. Let's see if she'll show her head. No. Her head is, look at that.
Oh, that nice defined stripe down the center.
Yeah.
Strange. Wow. Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen either of those between the alien heads and the head stamp. That both of those are pretty unique, man.
The head stamp is pretty crazy.
Are the eyes different colors?
Yeah, we got a blue eye and a green eye. Looks like.
It's pretty weird.
Huh.
Weird girl.
That is an odd animal.
But yeah, her pattern is crazy. I love it. So we're trying to figure out what things like this are right now.
Okay, so is that straight out of the wild? That one too?
Yep. Ian was growing this one up for a couple of years until I finally got him to let me take it from him. He was gonna breed her, He was growing her up, so he loves me, I guess. Let me take her.
Right.
All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, that head stamp is extremely unique. I've never seen that split right down the dead center like that.
Yeah.
So I'll show y'all one that came from the super. He's gonna bite me for sure.
Hey, let's get that on camera.
Right? Turn that can. No. That okay? Now that is what I would expect as a superior version of just straight malice.
Yes.
I mean, look at the splits in those muscles and how far they're pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's an extremely nice example, but not like that third example you showed at all.
No,
Right. That thing's
was
different.
crazy.
Yeah, that thing's nice, man. That's what I'm talking about coming from supers, you know.
But there's no dorsal really. Notice
No,
there's no
but-
dorsal on this thing.
No,
really.
but now that
Yeah.
I see that where it's got the saddling across there,
Mhm,
it's almost like the other one had the same thing, but it also separated.
minus. Yes. See, you noticing
what I
that,
mean?
right? It's
Yeah.
like you see the alien heads, but if you would have put this thing's gonna bite me. But if you would have put your finger in between the alien head, it looks like the one where the people are reaching up in the air like this.
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's like
so
a
now
split
y'all
between
are
the two.
understanding the different looks that I'm talking about.
That's so
Mhm.
cool, man. So cool.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah,
Y'all are
that's-
understanding it. Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
And
shout
can
out
I
to
show
Ian
y'all
for
that it
sure.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna show y'all it looks good in pastel.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Ooh, you got a bad shed, but you know
Dude,
what?
I
We don't care.
I
It's
like
all right.
pastel. People can shit talk it all day. I like pastel. Not in everything. I don't want it in everything, but I definitely want it, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that
Okay.
is nice. Wow.
And dude, again, that's got a very pastel stranger kind of a reaction to it, you know.
Yeah. And it kept it from washing too. I mean, how much does that snake weigh?
This is about 7, 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this very black in there. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yep.
Yeah,
When
dude,
it gets
love
down to
it.
the side, it's very black to blushed. Look at that.
I love it, man.
Make
I love
pastel great again. Yep.
Yeah.
it. Dude, I really
I have a
do
bigger
like
one.
pastel.
I have a bigger one. She's in shed. I don't think it'd be worth me showing her. But yeah, no, it doesn't do anything bad to pastel at all.
That's
At
awesome.
all.
Actually, I mean, it kind of looks like it salvages it once they get a little bigger there.
Man.
Yeah. Again,
you have
exact
some-
same thing Stranger's doing, you know. Stranger pastels look amazing.
Some that look high expression like these.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I
Wow.
can show it.
Wow.
Good Lord, that dorsal.
Full line.
That's insane, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm gonna change our logo to have a straight malice somewhere in there, up in the
All
top
of
of
that
the anvil or
pixelation in
something.
there. All of that pixelation in there.
Yeah,
I love that, man.
it's a fantastic looking animal, man.
So yeah, man, this is what I like. All of the nutty, chaotic patterns, all of that. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's work paying off, man. That's true eye and love for this and work
Yep.
in your hands right there. I'd love it.
No, appreciate it. Thank you.
God damn, that thing's nice.
Thank you.
Well, okay. Since you started the goddamn fire, it's time for you to go into it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
And we're definitely, if you want to show anything else, like that last dinker, that is F1, right, from the wild?
That
one with the
is
kinda-
wild. Wild. Yes.
All right. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be following that. See what happens there. But
F1s, I believe, are the first ones born in captivity. I believe.
Right. Yeah. Should be. Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, first gen would be F1. Yeah, my bad. So-
And me personally, I've only used that one male to make all of my malices. Like I haven't muddied the waters with any of his sons yet, up until I'm starting now. But I have only used him.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, Ash, it's inevitable. Unfortunately,
Let's do
we're
it.
on no remorse, and that means we're doing hot seat at some point.
Let's do it.
If you
This is
survive
gonna
it, we'll have some more questions for you.
He'll definitely survive it. He's lighting up on his side. We're gonna be good here.
I'm with
Good
it.
luck, sir. Jamie's ready. We're ready. Have
Let's go,
fun with it.
Jamie.
We'll see you on the other side of this, man. See you in just a few.
It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game. Ha ha ha. Let's go.
Hello, Ash. Welcome to my.
What's up, Jamie? How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Those animals are gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, how long do you think before you'll start selling them? Another 5 years?
Nah, it wouldn't be that long. Won't be that long.
Awesome. All right, we'll get to it. I'll start you out with an easy one. Morning
All right.
coffee or juice?
Juice.
Do you have
No
a favorite kind? Apple or orange?
Really, it's water or like
Okay. Yeah.
guava or
Okay.
pomegranate.
Oh, yeah. Pomegranate's good. Would you rather hatch out your dream clutch or sell out a whole table at an expo?
Hatch out a dream clutch.
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like every snake in the clutch is just, that'd be so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, I would love that right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. You'll get it this year, the year of the horse. 90s rock or classical metal? Classic. Neither nor.
Mm-mm.
No music. What's your favorite?
I mean-
What's your favorite?
Got to put some R&B or some rap in there from Brooklyn.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morph market or in-person sales?
In-person sales.
Okay. Do you vend?
I do.
Okay. Very cool. If you had to stop breeding tomorrow, what would you miss the most?
The camaraderie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah, it's really fun. Nothing, when I was growing up and a kid and a young adult, I didn't even know this world existed.
Right.
Isn't that, it's
Right.
so crazy to me that there's all of you and everybody's awesome. So it's fun. In your opinion, what's more important, discipline or motivation?
Discipline.
Okay.
Discipline. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're working in your reptile room, do you prefer it quiet or do you play music or a podcast in the background?
Music or a podcast. Bring the
Okay.
ruckus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's more important, being prepared or being adaptable?
Being prepared.
Okay.
Being
Detailed
prepared can
records?
be. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Being prepared can be adaptable. But no,
Yes.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you don't have to apologize. I like to hear what you have to say. Detailed records or mental tracking?
Detailed records for you guys.
Yeah. Do you write it all or do you use husbandry? How do you record your information?
I write everything and I put painter's tape on my tubs, and
Okay.
whatever I need to know, I write it on there.
Yeah.
And year over year, you get to see certain
Progress.
things. Like two sisters are next to each other. You can easily see this one has 4 rows of food. This one only has 2. You know
Right.
which one eats. You know, it's
Exactly.
visual right there.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, right. Painter's tape. Do you name every animal or keep it business clean with numbers?
Say that one more time, please.
Do you name every animal or do you keep it business clean and just use ID numbers?
Some animals acquire names.
Okay.
Yes, like some
But
animals
you
are just
don't
gonna earn it.
intentionally just name them all
Mm-hmm.
like I do. No, I'm
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You go out to a restaurant, are you going to order a steak or a burger?
I don't eat beef, so I guess a turkey burger. A turkey
Oh,
burger.
okay.
Yeah. I guess a
Just
turkey
just
burger.
beef or no meat at all? Are you
I don't eat
vegetarian?
hoofed animals.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
what they call a pollo pescatarian. 'Cause I eat
Yeah.
birds and fish.
Okay.
That's
Do
it.
you eat eggs?
I do. I
Okay.
eat cheese. I eat cheese if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
cheeseheads here.
see? Yeah,
Cheese on everything.
damn right.
College sports or pro sports?
Pro sports.
Okay. What's your favorite team? Giants?
Yeah, football, Giants. Yeah, I don't watch basketball right now. It's too punctified, and yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. Yep.
yeah.
So you get that 2 o'clock lull. Are you going to take an afternoon nap or drink an energy drink?
Neither. I don't drink energy drinks. I'm naturally energetic person. People tell me
Yeah.
to calm down all the time, and yeah, I'm
Take a
not.
chill pill.
I don't do naps. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I don't do naps. Naps are for like kids and shit like that. I
Oh
don't. I
man.
don't.
I took a
Yeah, I
nap
don't. I
today
don't.
after work, but it's
Yeah, I
because I
don't.
had a headache.
Nah, I don't
That's
do
funny.
naps. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Oh. Target practice or free throwing? Like axes or frisbees?
Um.
Neither nor.
uh-uh.
Okay, how about rock climbing or skydiving? If you had to do
Skydiving.
one, skydiving.
Skydiving.
Okay.
Definitely on the bucket list. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um.
very cool.
Rock climbing's fun. I've done that a few times. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
If you could hang out with any cartoon character, who are you picking?
Marvin Martian. Marvin the Martian.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's my guy. That's my guy,
John's doing
man.
the voice in the background there. That's funny.
Growing up, they used to say I used to look like him in the summertime with my tan and all of that. So yeah, I guess I'd meet
Yeah.
Marvin or something
It's too good. It's too good.
like
Oh, what's a mistake you would not undo because you learned something from it?
that. I guess
Saying yes to the
um,
hot seat.
I guess just that's a good damn question. I don't have an answer for that one, man.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Sometimes nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, I don't regret stuff. I don't regret
Right.
stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah. Just learn from it and keep going. Push
yeah,
through.
yeah.
What keeps you grounded when success starts to spike?
Um, I'm a Bible dude. Stay around my friends. It's
Yeah.
not hard. It's not
No,
hard.
it's good. That's good. So it is hard for some people. They just let it go. What do you protect most? Your time, your energy, or your reputation?
My time.
Yeah.
My time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good answer.
Yeah.
All right. We're winding down. Last question in the hot seat. If you
All
could
right.
go back in time and talk to little Ash, what would you tell him?
Man, I would tell him to breed ball pythons a little bit earlier. I tell him to get all of the shit before the craze started, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would just do that. Yeah.
That's awesome. How
Yeah.
many kids do you have?
I
Are
have
any of
4.
them are
I have
any of them
4.
interested in the pythons?
My sons help me out a lot. They
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
All of my kids are used to snakes, and they're not
Yeah.
scared of rats and none of that.
Right. Yeah, I heard you say you had several before they were even born. So they grew up with the
Yeah,
snakes. Yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Very cool. That's awesome. Thank you for joining me in the hot seat. Thank you to everybody out in the chat. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you as always. And don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe.
Dang, man, expected, smashed it in the hot seat. Smashed
Nice
it.
job.
Well done,
Thank
man.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
did
you. Thank
did well. The I'm gonna say a couple things that surprised me a little bit. I did not know
you.
you're not a red meat guy, which is, I mean, it's totally fine. I just had no idea, and that's always the weird thing about the hot seat, right? You learn goofy little things about people that just don't come up in conversation. So
As long as you
that's
eat
cool
cheese,
as
though,
hell.
man, doesn't matter.
Right? So has that been forever, Ash, or is that something you've kind of converted to, or has that been like a lifetime thing, or how did the non-red meat thing come to be?
Yeah, you know what? My mom told me that when I was a little kid that I ate beef, but it was because of her diet. You know what I mean? She changed her diet, so I changed my diet, and we're not supposed to eat pork or nothing like that. So the hoofed
Okay,
animal thing, yeah, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember eating beef ever.
okay,
I
gotcha.
don't
All
I don't
right,
know what it tastes like. I have no idea.
Don't
you
try
have
it.
no idea what you're missing,
Don't try
Yeah,
it. Don't try
all of my
it.
friends tell me that, man.
right? No,
Like,
Yeah.
I'll
it's
try
good, man.
I may try a bite one day, or a something, a cube of steak, one day, never pork, maybe what's that other, ox or something? I
Yeah.
I don't
Oxtail,
know.
ooh, so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
What
hear
about
people go crazy over it. I just
you said fish though? So is that like include shellfish, shrimp, and lobster and all that stuff? No.
I'm
No,
Oh
not.
no
I
man,
shellfish.
you're
can't.
killing
I
you're
can't.
killing me,
I
man. The
can't.
surf and the turf are both
Yeah, man.
gone.
I remember I told you I'm a biblical guy, man. So like
Yeah.
I can't do the shellfish and all that. I
Yeah.
can't. It has to have scales and fins. It has to. It has to.
Gotcha.
Okay, I
Gotcha.
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 So
Yes.
in that realm, being that you're kind of secluded to like the poultry and the fish, what is like top tier fish in your mind? Like if you could pick any kind of fish to be served, how would you pick it, and like what kind? Like are we
Um,
talking mahi mahi? Are we talking
I'm
fresh
pretty simple.
fish?
I like some black bass maybe.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Salmon's normal and all that jazz. Mahi's aight. Just give me some fried whiting or something like that. It's
Okay.
Uh,
cool. Depends. Flounder for breakfast, or
yeah.
Nice, nice, man.
it depends.
Butterball catfish is one of my
Ooh,
favorites,
butterball
and
cats
you
are
can't
good.
See, I can't eat catfish. I don't even know what that tastes like. See,
really. Oh man, down south I had lots. You don't get that up here, but down south I've had lots of it, and man, it's always good. Lemon pepper
Yeah.
butterball catfish, my favorite.
Hmm.
So it's gotta be fish from the ocean
It has to
or
have scales and fins.
scales
Yeah.
and fins. Okay.
Catfish doesn't have scales, right?
No,
Right. Yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Shrimp and lobster doesn't have fins, right?
Right, right,
Right.
right.
So,
Yeah.
Man, okay.
Yep.
Dude, no idea coming into that this would be even a topic, but it's so interesting to me. I'd like to get to know the damn people, right? We all do the snakes. We all do all of that part of it. I want to know like the person. So that's cool as
That
hell
is
when
true.
stuff like this
That
comes
is
up.
true.
Yeah, they are bottom feeders. Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. 100%. So
yep.
I think when we left this, you were showing some crazy animals. We're showing what the mallets looks like. Where are you sitting right now, and like what does 26 look like for you? Like what is your game plan? And not fully fleshed out, obviously. Shit changes,
Sure.
and stuff comes up. But what is your game plan for 26 look like? Where are you going with this? What's your plan?
Just continue to push forward at my own pace. I'll make some clowns, some cryptics, some hypos, some pods,
Nice.
um get to ask you guys how you think. Give me your positives, give me your negatives, your indifferences,
Yeah.
that's just what it's about. It really that it's simple for me, man. I'm just fortunate enough to be able to have something to be able to tinker with, and I don't take it for granted. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
Right.
I just
Oh,
got to do as best I can, man.
and doing this, hoping it's better than 2025, right? We talked about that, which
Definitely.
I kind of wanted to go back to that too, because we
Sure.
talked before the show. We were just talking about that, and then when we got into the show, right away it came up. And was like, man, the year of the snake was not great. And
Yep.
backstage, when we talked about that, we talked about starting into this year. We've had some issues because we're trying to pair up some young males with some females that we've had that have produced for years, and it's just they just don't want to do this stuff.
Hmm.
And you told us some things that I hadn't really heard that I think would be interesting.
Yep.
Um, so to
Um.
start with,
Yep.
just that issue where you've got the young male, and you had a recommendation. What was that?
Put the female inside of the male's tub and
Yeah,
keep him more comfortable as opposed to uprooting him.
yeah.
Yep.
And we
Yep.
had not
Gotcha.
tried that at all. Have not tried at all, but I'm definitely going to, because the last one that I paired up, they literally were like before the boxing starts, and you go to your corners, and then that's where it stayed for 3 days. And I'm like, all right, this is not happening, man.
Yep.
But
Right.
yeah, definitely going to try that.
Yep.
And then kind of along with that, you talked about the reasoning for um, doing a little different thing in the tub for breeding instead of
Oh yeah.
doing
The
right.
bedding. Yeah.
Yeah,
So during breeding season, I choose not to use bedding. Cypress mulch is my go-to. I love cypress mulch. Coco, second. During breeding, my female racks right now do not have any bedding in them. I've lost a male in the past because he's gotten an infected hemipene. So the hemipines are sticky. They're
yeah,
as is the female when she's scenting. We've all seen the female tail wag, and
hmm
for those of us who've ever seen a female tail wag and she'll drag her hemipines on paper, you'll see the trail of where you'll see the wetness coming from her.
right,
So imagine cypress mulch and cocoa bedding
yeah,
dirt and particles getting stuck to that stuff, and she's going to retract them.
Retract. Yep. Yep.
yeah,
So during the breeding season, I don't use bedding. Yeah, for the males, like I said, I've lost a male like that. I guess when he's retracted his hemipene, some bedding was stuck to his hemipines and got up in him, and yeah,
got infected, and yeah,
yeah, that
Yep.
happened
Yep.
a few years ago. So yeah, last year I bred with bedding because I moved last year. I moved my collection, so I didn't want to like change four different things about them, but who was
Hmm.
on paper stayed on paper. Who was on betting, I was like, you're lucky this year. But no,
yeah,
normally, nope, I do not do it because also sometimes if a female doesn't go, I wonder, everything seemed right to me, but I wonder if it's because she's irritated or something,
yeah,
so just, or if the male's acting funny, nope, I want to erase that doubt in my mind. Nope.
yeah. So with that, do you ultrasound and all that?
I'm a lazy ultrasounder, but yeah, I
Right. Okay.
ultrasound maybe a couple times a year. Yeah,
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
yeah,
I just
yep.
wondered because when I think about like breeding here, and man,
Mm,
the females, like and I think this is true with anybody who's got anything more than 15 snakes or 20 snakes, they don't go at the same time. So really, breeding season starts in like September and goes, and sometimes that shifts. And like this last year, I think we've almost paired every month, other than maybe a slot of a 2-month period. And so to try to figure out who's not on Cypress or Coco and who's on paper, through that period. For me, man, I like on paper almost year round, especially if I didn't ultrasound it. With ultrasounding, I can narrow that down to a
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So from the time that one of my females will ovulate, I'll put her on bedding, and then so she'll lay her eggs, change the bedding, cool, all that bullshit. Give her new bedding. And then from all the way up until I'm going to start breeding her again, she's on bedding. If I have another female like that's growing into the breeding program, she's 1,200 grams. Now she's 1,500 grams. I'll transition them from bedding to paper. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm going to be breeding them soon. I want to see how they react on the paper. Okay, whatever. Cool. But I don't do that anymore. No more bedding when I'm breeding.
Gotcha.
Nope.
Gotcha.
Very interesting.
Gotcha. So Duval had a quick question too. Actually, Jamie, did you catch that one?
Yep.
Yeah, she had it up there for a second. So what size, when you're looking at males, how do you determine their maturity level, and like where is your starting point with a male? Is it purely by plugs? Is it by weight? Is it by your own feeling of how they're eating and thriving? How do you determine when you start a male into this?
Everything.
All of the above? Okay.
Yep. So if I have a male that I'm rushing to get to size, I'll feed it multiple smaller meals during the week. If I've known males that are smaller, that are older, that will still breed, I'm not against the bigger male thing, but I don't have males that are generally over 1,300 grams. I keep them in smaller containers. I don't feel like I do anything different from my males.
Okay.
I don't treat them like females though.
No, definitely not, right? And I think the key to what Duval's asking is like, how do people key in on when they should start thinking about that male going into the program? Like what is the indicator to you that he's getting close? Is it shooting for 600, 700? Is it, what is the like starting gate?
I shoot for 800, 900.
Okay.
I do. But I have had success with males that were smaller, especially a male that I purchased. And like, here's another thing, man. Like, y'all will see males on Morph Market right now, and there'll be 3-year-old males, and they'll be 300-400 grams. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
so
weird. Yeah.
I can tell y'all. Look, we can all see it right now. Popular people right now, 300-400 grams, they're 3-4 years old. Or let's say 2-3 years old. You feed that male for 3-4 months, he's probably gonna breed fine.
Yeah, I don't get. I've not had a snake that's 6 months old that's under 300 grams. Not a single one, male, female, doesn't matter. I've never had one that's 6 months older or above that's under that. So I don't understand what's going on there. You can have. Go ahead, John.
I was gonna say, like at a year, where if something isn't at 600 or 700 at a year, we're kind of concerned for that animal. In all honesty.
So can you imagine? Imagine if we were to. There's X amount of snakes on Morph Market right now, right? Could you imagine if we were to just put a shade of red, like the screen would go red on every snake that was 2+ years old and wasn't 300+ grams? You know how many red tabs there would be?
I haven't looked, but I don't want to now. That's scary, right? Like,
but do you know how many red tabs?
but are you looking at the dates? Like, are we sure that this isn't something that they posted back when it was 300 grams and they just haven't updated it for a year?
Listen, Listen, man.
He's got him. He's bought him, and he's like, "What is this shit? This
Oh,
thing's
I'm
really?
telling you, oftentimes those will
Oh,
be the males that you can buy. They're 2 years old. They're under 600 grams, 500 grams. You give them food for 4 or 5 months, and they breed just fine.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah." I do wonder if that stifles a little bit like their reproductive value in the long run, right? Like you may get a clutch or two out of them. Are they going to be like a good producer? Like say take that male, right, that you got a
Hmm.
little underweight, you fed him up and you got him producing.
Hmm.
Can you take that male to 6 females like you can the one that you raised right? You know what I mean? And you could put it to 7 to 10 and be fine. You know what I mean? I kind of wonder if there's like a borderline where those are going to
You're
be
right. You're
a
right.
little on the iffy side. You know what I mean? Like,
Because a lot of those have the maturity, you know what I mean, but not the size. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
Yeah.
there is a fine line. There has to be somewhere. I
right.
understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like ours have been like in the sports programs and eating the poultry and fish only. And we're getting some stuff off there that's on a pack of Marlboros a day for 2 years. You know what I mean? And there's
Exactly.
got to
Yep.
be some stifling going on. I have to
Yep.
feel like, but
Yep.
I know
I
what you're
agree.
saying though.
Yeah.
I worry about that a lot in our industry. I'll be real honest because it is. I don't want to say it's a puppy mill situation, but you do see a lot of convenience
It's a
feeding, maintenance feeding, things going on that aren't
Well,
good,
and I think it's a
right?
scaling thing too. I mean, people naturally scaled up. We saw what happened with the market, and the breeders that had the ability to scaled up to meet that. Well, the problem is now you've created a new scale for yourself, and when the market dies off, you better be reacting fast, or you're going to have a lot of
It's
Yeah.
animals
tough.
that you're not
It's
selling.
tough.
So, yeah,
It's tough.
I got a
658 male.
clutch from a 658
Looked
male,
funny.
3,000. They looked funny. You're gonna have to specify, David. I bet they did look funny. I don't even know what that comment was, but we're gonna get more details on that.
I
So,
think he's saying together the 658 with the 3000,
oh
right?
yeah, it's
Uh,
like that. What was the movie with dude? That's a big bitch. What was that? He was the
oh yeah,
Oh
I know what you're
man.
talking about.
Rob Schneider. Yeah, Rob
Yeah,
Schneider.
yeah,
He's going. He comes in
yeah,
and this girl's like 8 foot tall. He's like 5'2", whatever,
yeah.
dude.
It's a big bitch.
That's a big bitch, he says when he turns around. Dude, I was dying laughing.
Uh,
But anyway, all of that goofiness aside, how are you looking at the forecast for stuff coming in? I mean, you're in touch with Ian all the time. I know there's batches of stuff. Does he legit like go, Ash, I got a batch. There's some stuff in here you want to see? Or you got to like be on him. Like, Ian, what's coming in when? Let me get over there and look at it. Right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the other way around. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I even if I had the opportunity to look at everything, I wouldn't.
Sure.
I mean, I'm one of the people that enjoy these things just getting out there. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like when we go to a show in here in the Northeast in Pennsylvania and Virginia and somewhere around here, like all of the vendors, I can't say all of the vendors, a lot of the vendors that I know, they all have their own genes. They
yeah,
all have their own dinkers floating around between them and their circle of friends. Like there are people that I know that know there are people that I know that know Ian that say that they are thankful that they have messed with this gene because my husband's so interested in this gene, he doesn't stay out in the local bars and end up in the jail.
yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
serious. I'm
Yeah, no,
serious.
I know. I know.
yeah.
And so there's just a lot of us out there, and it's cool. I love it, man. We should, yeah.
I've tried to use that argument with Jamie, but I don't have any dinker projects going on, so it
We
never
could
quite
change that.
works out. You know what I mean? It's like at least I'm not out in the bar, Jamie, getting thrown in jail and stuff. She's like, whatever, dude. You don't even have a fucking dinker project. Fuck off. That doesn't go. It goes nowhere. I try, but
Freaking
yeah.
Duval
So
cracking me up with his.
I know the comments
I'll
are
show
wild
this real
tonight.
quick. So somebody had said it right before him there, but douche Bigelow, and he says laughing out loud, auto spell got me.
Oh, that was a funny movie.
It was good, dude. It was really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you want to tell somebody out there, Ash, that's just coming in after all of this BS explosion we had through COVID and all the price scales going off the charts and wrong-minded ideas coming in with, I'm going to make $1 billion on this in a year, all the weird driving factors that we saw in the last 4 years, right? Somebody coming in now, the market settled way down, prices are really good for somebody coming in looking to do this. How would you advise somebody to, obviously with your mindset and looking at totally different lanes, what would you tell somebody coming in right now, like to get them started?
I would tell them that this is, probably the time, this is a great time to be able to buy into some projects if you're a project oriented person.
Building time, man.
Don't be scared to go your own way. Don't be scared to jump on the wagon. Do what the hell you want to do. There's a lot of good people in this industry. Have fun, smile. This industry is just full of great people. So
yeah,
enjoy it. The camaraderie, things like that are very important. Don't take it for granted. There are a lot of things that people do for hobbies, and they don't congregate like how we are right now. And
Exactly,
100%.
We can't take it for granted like how you said that we were just we've been on a stage before, but we've never really conversed. So
Yep.
things like this are great. It's great. It's healthy. We're smiling. Like we get to make a little cash. You know what I mean? Like this is it's great. It's great. Art.
Great.
Can't forget about the art part. Making things. You get to be your own god in your own room, and it's great.
Yeah, if you look at a hobby, right? If you're going to call it that, if you look at a hobby, there's not many, in my opinion, that have a repay that pay you back as much as this does, especially because of the community. So
damn right.
I think it's pretty special that way.
Damn right.
I do. I make the comparison to all the guys that I went to school with and came up with through this area and stuff, and I look at the hobby comparison of like a dirt track race guy is a great one to me, because there is that community of guys that get into dirt track racing their cars, right? Every year they're pumping 25, 30 grand into these dirt track cars. They might win a race or two, and they might get $6 grand back, but every year they're re-upping their car, and they don't hang out like this. They don't hang out in BS. They don't,
they usually fight each other.
Yeah, they're usually in a fist
beat
fight
each other up, man. Yeah.
And there's just not a lot of that out there. So I do think you're right. I think it's a great arena and an area for people to do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's great for introverted people. It's great for, people that, aren't normal. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
It's great. This hobby culture, it can remedy a lot. It's dope.
Yeah.
Agree, man. 100%. Well, Ash, it's way overdue. We're definitely going to have you back. We do panels on occasion where we bring other guests back and we run through topics. You're going to be on the next panel if you're willing. I'm not going to say you got to be, but
willing.
If you're willing. All right.
I'm willing.
We'll throw that together. We'll put you in the mix with that, where we just put around the round robin questions, and we actually have kind of a debate style, not like brass tacks where everybody's at each other's throat, but we do get differing opinions and things, and I definitely want yours in the hat. So if you're game for that, we'll throw you in there for sure. Shout outs, man. Anybody that you've really appreciated through 25 or anywhere through this whole process, to be honest. We're going to let you throw flowers out real quick, and then we'll drag Jamie out here.
My man Reg. Yeah,
Urban
in
Jungle?
this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Reggie. Yeah, Reggie's Urban Jungle. That's been my guy. You know what I'm saying? For like the last 6-7 years. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah,
What about that off the plank crew over there? I'm going to shout
that's
out
my
Brian
gang.
and the Menace to Herb
That's
Society.
family. You know what I'm saying? They family. I talk to them fools every day. You know, I don't even look at them as like a shout out. That's like that's family. Sorry.
That's your
Yeah,
house.
man.
Yeah, that's your house.
Yeah. Yeah. To all of the people that you know what I mean, that just do this out there to do this. You know,
Yeah.
just a lot of man. We travel so much to do this shit, and man, this hobby has come such a long way. Like I don't want to say it like that, but I was telling somebody like there was a whole different way of shipping animals before like 2002. Like we were talking about some of the shit, and people couldn't believe. Like, yeah, like what the fuck did you think? How do you think we received these animals? Like you think it was one day? Really?
Yeah. Wild Wild West back then. I mean, anything kind of went, right?
You just prayed it showed up alive, man.
UPS ground.
Right. That's wild. It's wild. I'm glad we're in the place we are, because I do think a lot of things facilitate, a better atmosphere overall. I think we've gone in the right direction in a lot of ways. But
on that note, real quick, I'm going to shout out US Arc. If you haven't done it, please do it, because that is like what we're talking about right now is being attacked daily in every state across the U.S. So that is our protection right there.
Banner running through the whole show, guys. Watch those through the show for your area. There's all kinds of little RSS feed stuff directly from US Arc. So if you got to get out there and support things, that's what that banner down there is for. Didn't mention it earlier, but yeah, man.
Shout out to Wiss and them. Wiss Tang and all of them too.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry. I don't look at this stuff like shout outs now. You know what I mean? I'm so normal with them fools.
Yeah, we get it, man.
Right. No, 100%. And a great group too, man. A whole mess
they
of
are.
characters
Like I said,
over there.
I met y'all through them. You know what I mean? So
Yep. 100% family.
Thank y'all for having me on. Thank y'all.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, man. We feel honored to have that spot. We've come to the end of the show, man. We've pushed this probably a little longer than we should for time-wise, and those people at East Coast, we talked about that a little bit before the show. Come to the point where we give away some freaking money at the end of the show. If people stuck through it and they watched it and they enjoyed it, they get a chance to get a little payback. Forge coin going out. Jamie, you gotta have a trivia question out of all that madness.
I had several, but I just picked one.
Okay. She does this to us every show, Ash. She comes out with what do you want? A, B, C, D, E, F? Which trivia question?
Well, there's so much good information, but...
Yeah. All right. What do we got?
All right. Trivia for today. How old is Ash's oldest snake that he still has?
Okay. $30, man. $30 in somebody's pocket.
I feel like Jamie's getting better at this. Like every week, it's a little bit harder.
Oh man, there's a lot of correct answers, but the first one showing, right? First one showing on my screen is Dustin at DDM.
Yeah.
Okay. Dustin,
congratulations. We will add that to your bank account.
Dang, 23. If we could show you the string of 23s that popped up.
Everybody, good job.
That was good memory. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That is correct, right?
I was going to say, We should confirm with Ash. I mean, it's his snake. It's 23. Okay, he got the thumbs up. All right, so $30 goes into the DDM Dustin account over there.
Done.
Yeah, and man, it's a fantastic show. We're gonna have another good one next week with a guy we've had on before, John at Mission Morphs. Ash, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with John over at Mission. Fantastic guy, fantastic family. They were on.
Yep.
God, it's been a year and a half now, right? It's been a while. So
Yeah.
they're coming back. Little update, see what they've hatched. They've hatched crazy monsoon stuff. Bunch of hog nose they got going now too. So it's gonna be
Very
fun
cool.
to catch up with him. Ash, hang out with us for just a minute. We're gonna say bye. Talk to you a little bit backstage. Everyone
sure.
else, 2 days left. First week of 26, just about over with, right? First work week. We can make it, man. Weekend ain't that far away. It's only 2 days to a Friday, and we're out of there.
Woohoo.
Appreciate everybody that came out and hung out. Fantastic show. Ash, thank you again for stopping out, man, and spending your time with us, dude. Really
Thank
do
you.
appreciate it. It was a good show. So, yeah, come back. Check us out next week. Jason, Jamie, you guys got anything to toss in the hat? Any
No,
reminders for
You
people?
got it covered.
No reminders, just same echo. Thanks, Ash, for spending the night with us, man. Appreciate it.
No doubt.
All right. On that note, guys, we're out of here. Going to be peace out with no closing. Holidays whooped our ass, so it's just going to be a black screen. Peace out, guys. Thank you
night.
again for coming out, everybody.